to miss it and I'm trying to stay up. When I'm on my knees, I'm trying to pray up. 2, 3 a.m. my brothers, we stay up.
On the way up, still on the top. On the way up, still on the top. On the way up, still on the top. On the way up, not ready to stop. Try to stop me, say they try to stop me, cannot stop me. Try to stop me, say they try to stop me, cannot stop me. Try to stop me, say they try to stop me, cannot stop me. Try to stop me, say they try to stop me, cannot stop me.
That's it.
Squat, beat, yeah. DJ Ramsey,
Time for us to gather together.
I'm saying yes because yes means positivity.
I say yes to a better healthcare system because nobody's life should have to be cut short for things that can easily be fixed.
Join the movement. Say yes to a better Nigeria.
Yes to a better creative industry because it will boost our economy and make our country greater.
I'm saying yes, we can do it. About road, we can do it. About infrastructures, we can do it. Good education, yes, we can do it.
Join the movement. Say yes to a better Nigeria.
Yes to a better Nigeria.
Join the evolution by visiting the website www.yesnigeria.net.
It's time for us to gather together.
I'm saying yes because yes means positivity.
I say yes to a better healthcare system because nobody's life should have to be cut short for things that can easily be fixed.
Join the movement. Say yes to a better Nigeria.
Yes to a better creative industry because it will boost our economy and make our country greater.
I'm saying yes, we can do it. About road, we can do it. About infrastructures, we can do it. Good education, yes, we can do it.
Join the movement. Say yes to a better Nigeria.
Yes to a better Nigeria.
Join the evolution by visiting the website www.yesnigeria.net.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Welcome to Noble People Television. And you're welcome to Women of Valor on Noble People TV. My name is Yetunde Oluyeka. I hope you had a very good weekend, and I hope you are having a good week so far. On today's program, we are going to be discussing about being taken for granted. On Women of Valor, we want to talk about being taken for granted. It's not just about men taking women for granted, and it's not just all about women taking men for granted, because women often feel that they're being taken for granted all the time, and everybody knows this. Women, we often say it, we often mention things like you're taking me for granted. It's in one day a lady might say this to her partner or husband 3, 4, 5 times, that you're taking me for granted. Anything at all we do, even if it's part of our duty as a woman, we tends to want to be more credit, and we use the word, and the way we search for that will be being taken for granted. Please do invite your friends and your contacts on Facebook. please invite them on this program so that we can all learn together. I would really appreciate if you can drop your comments on this topic for today. Men complain that women take them for granted. Well, to decide if there is any truth in the allegation, because men often, as much as we know that women, it's a women thing to say, but it's been very rampant in this century that men are saying that they're being taken for granted. I would say in the time of our parents, there is no way they will even mention that they're being taken for granted, because there is no room for them to be taken for granted in the first place, because a woman knows their position, a woman knows her position, and a man knows his position. So no one is compromising positions to be able to voice out that you're taking advantage of me, or you're taking advantage of my kindness or my generosity or the way I relate to you, that I've been taken advantage of. But because positions and roles has been compromised, in this recent century, things are being shared, responsibilities are being shared, expenses are being shared, parental role are being shared in certain ways. So when one now does a bit more than the other, we often say something like, I'm being taken for granted. But we want to examine today why men feel that they have been taken for granted. I would say when a woman ill-treats their man or their partner, this can be seen as being taken for granted. Ill-treatment, like last week we were talking about how does men need a second mommy. In the roles and in the responsibility of a mother and a wife, sometimes it's being compromised, because a woman can turn herself a duty, now becoming almost like a mother. But we have established that fact that men doesn't really want to be, mothered. They don't need a second mother because they already have their mother. So, but then when a woman feel ill-treated, as when all the responsibility is being dumped on her at home, we're talking about cleaning, going to the daily, job, coming back, having to clean the house, having to do the shopping, having to look after the kids and everything, and the man just go to work and come home and eat and sleep, or play out, the lady will feel like she's being taken for granted. But on the other hand as well, there are men that are vulnerable, that are in this position, and that will feel abused in their relationship. And because of the love that they have for their wife, their woman can take them for granted, just because of the love. The only reason I want to tell you this evening why a man will be in this position is if they truly, genuinely love their partner or their wife. That is when they will go extra mile, which is not very, very common, even though we will, love such things to happen. Some women also tend to think that men can only lust but not love. We have these, things in the back of our mind all the time, that if you truly love me, if you love me, you will do this. If you love me, you will do that. But it is true, and it's been established that majority of times men lust rather than loving. And I would like to describe these two words for us on this program today, so we can really identify what we have in our relationship. Lust has been defined as strong sexual desire for someone when someone sees you and they feel the urge, like they want to be near you, they want to hold you, they want to hug you, they want to kiss you, or they want to have physical contact with you, that is being lost over you. But love is much more deeper, because this is a strong feeling of affection. It has this is carrying emotions along with it, not just love. And when you are affectionate towards someone, definitely there will be sexual desire as well. But when you only lust over someone, all you want about that person is just that maybe their body have an attractive body. You can, or the particular, what is attractive to this man might be ugly to that man. Now, what is ugly to this one might be attractive. You will see men have different choices and different tastes, and so also women thus have their tastes and choices and build and what they look for in a man. But when all that is in a relationship is lost, then the other person will feel being taken for granted for whatever he or she does. So it's not only on women's side that they're being taken for granted, also on men's side. Please do share this program and join us. Before I go any further, I'm going to go for advertisement and a quick short break, and I will be right back. It's just going to be for a minute or two. Please don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
It's time for us to gather together.
I'm saying yes because yes means positivity.
I say yes to a better healthcare system because nobody's life should have to be cut short for things that can easily be fixed.
Join the movement. Say yes to a better Nigeria.
Yes to a better creative industry because it will boost our economy and make our country greater.
I'm saying yes, we can do it. About road, we can do it. About infrastructures, we can do it. Good education, yes, we can do it.
Join the movement. Say yes to a better Nigeria.
Yes to a better Nigeria.
Join the evolution by visiting the website www.yesnigeria.net.
It's time for us to gather together.
I'm saying yes because yes means positivity.
I say yes to a better healthcare system because nobody's life should have to be cut short for things that can easily be fixed.
Join the movement. Say yes to a better Nigeria.
Yes to a better creative industry because it will boost our economy and make our...
To Women of Valor on Noble People Television, thank you for staying tuned. Please do share and invite your friends and family, your contacts on Facebook. You can watch this program live on www.noblepeoplemedia.org. You can also watch us live on YouTube, Noble People TV, or on Facebook, Noble People International Magazine. Thank you for staying tuned and you're welcome back. We were talking about being taken for granted and why women often take men for granted. Women often seem to think that men are the one that's supposed to crave for them. So some women behave that it is the duty of the man to crave for them, and if they don't feel that that feeling, if they don't have that feeling, or if they don't get it from their man, craving for them all the time, or just lying around them, just wanting them, then they will, raise eyebrows, or be unhappy and think that the man is not doing his responsibility, or he's not loving, and they might even accuse the man of taking them for granted, of not loving them. But it is not supposed to be just only man that will have to crave around you. If you're in a relationship or as a woman, there is nothing for you to express to your husband or your partner that you love them as well. Otherwise, you are the one that is taking the man for granted because of the love and the affection that is showing towards you. While we acknowledge that a chase is very entertaining in an early part of relationship, You will also acknowledge that after some times, this will kind of die down, and if this doesn't continue, because men often could easily get bored about this. Everyone knows, like, when you've just started, like, a new love or new romance, the late night call, the late night text, and the way you will approach each other, the love, as it burns in your heart between, two of you. These things are in phases, and we should all acknowledge it. And we shouldn't take that for granted that it will continue forever. Yes, there has to be, this is why we have to do what we can to keep the light of romance in our life burning. Because the reason is, the initial phase of any relationship is always very entertaining, and in this phase, if men does not continue this way, or if they are doing it and the lady just sit back and just at the receiving end, the man might think, oh yeah, I'm being taken for granted, and they can just switch like that, and all of that will be gone. Women often always think that men will do anything for love. Yes, it is true. A man will go to any extent but for love. But once they've realized that everything they're doing for love is being taken advantage of, then there can be trouble. Just yesterday, I will share with you quickly, I was watching a movie which was very, very interesting. I didn't remember I didn't have the title now. I would have, asked you to go and watch it. It's very interesting. It's actually a Nigerian movie, and where the lady will, just be harassing the man anyhow, will not cook. The man will come from work, she doesn't go anywhere. She's the housewife, she's been pampered, watered, and yes, the man will come home with no food, and he will not complain. And then they will say, okay, when you open the pot and there's no food, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to just cook it so we can eat it. So the man will do as he's been told. If the man wants to go to work, the wife will say she has headache or something, and if the headache is still there, the man cannot go to work because her health is more important than the work. So the man will be forced to stay and look after her, even though whether she's having the headache for true or just, to be troublesome, no one knows. This attitude can be seen as being taken for granted. It might seem like it's a movie, but this kind of thing happens in everyday life. Some of us, because our husband or our partner likes to support us, likes to cook. Anyone can cook, don't get me wrong. Some men even enjoy, going to the kitchen, but then we just now shift the role to them as they have to do the cooking. Or sometimes maybe you even cook as a woman, and your husband or your partner will pack the plates and take to the kitchen, and then you now, take it for granted that anytime you finish it, you just relax back. You never make efforts anymore to pack the plates and, or wash the plates. You just dump things in the kitchen, because the man will wash it anyway, Some people, when the man is not at home, you will easily know, because then the house will be dirty. And if the man is there, I remember a joke. One time I visited someone, and then I did notice something, and I did say, I think that in the house is not around. And the person said to me, why did you say that? Because I know that if the man is around, the house looks different. And it is the truth, because then she said, yes, it's not around. I said, yes, I can see as soon as I walked in. Because some men just love to do certain things. Some men, they are clean and freaks. They love things to be in places. And if they marry a wife that is not all that tidy, and they love the person, they will not, because of that one, weakness, not go with them. They will love them and still be with them. But what I'm saying is, we should make efforts as well as a woman. Yes, men can do what women can do, and women also can do what men can do. But we shouldn't take advantage of ourselves. We should always make sure that we support each other and not take each other for granted. Women often think that men can wait for eternity when a woman either says yes or no. This is like when you want to start a relationship and you've been approached or you've been talked to, or we say and we have noticed that he's in love with me. Any woman will have the tendency, I'll put it, to overdo certain things at certain time. Because you just need to know that the man really is falling, which is a good thing. But then we can tend to go extra mile. As a woman of valor, it is good to appreciate one another and don't make the man to wait for eternity, because at the end of the day, when something happened, then you might just lose that touch, or you might just get bored to say, what is really that is there that is not, or somebody might just discourage him. So when somebody is really behaving towards you in a loving way, don't take advantage of it. Either you're a man or you are a woman. So also, while I'm on that topic, some men as well, on the other hand, they will leave all house chores just to the wife to do. Most especially children, care. It's not only wife that has to take the child to the daycare or to the nursery. It is the responsibility of both parents if you are there, if you are both together, because we have people that do live apart, or you are in the United Kingdom or anywhere in the world and your husband is in another part of the world. That doesn't mean you should also not that you are doing everything. You know how your family was set up, or the circumstances that has led to you being apart, and you should just try and work things out, but don't take advantage of each other. Also, they think all men are alike. Yes, we often have this feeling to say, oh yeah, they're all the same thing. Women, I might have passed that comment as well in the past, that men are all the same thing. But the fact is, men are not always the same thing. They're not always the same thing. I haven't really heard much men saying women are the same thing. Though they will say, Obiri, or like, women, or, girls, like they know certain characteristics that we have. Like if we want something, we will do everything in our capacity to make sure we will use all our wisdom. I call it not trick. I call it wisdom to get whatever we wanted from our husband or from our partner. But women, we often just nail men to say they're all the same things. When we say the fact that one man is lazy does not mean all men are lazy. The fact that one man is a cheater does not mean all men are cheaters. Yes, there might be majority that do cheat, but the fact is there are still other men that are very loyal and committed to their relationship and to their wife. And there are some that are gentlemen, of course, and they will love and respect their wife as a weaker, vessel, as somebody to be loved and watered and nourished all the time. If we choose to be immature, we will forever be insecure, because true love breeds maturity, and maturity do brings security. In whatever we do, whatever relationship, what form or shape it is, maturity is very, very important. Sometimes it's not funny, they're not meant to, but we have seen husbands forgetting the birthdays of their wife. We've seen husbands that don't, care much about Valentine's days and stuff like that. On special days, some men don't remember their wedding anniversaries, and whereas some will, embrace these days, they will make, they will make it a day to remember every time of the year for their wife. So the fact that you're with a man that doesn't cherish days like this, does not mean you should behave in an immature way and cause your marriage or relationship to be damaged. The fact that a man, even recognizes or spend the Valentine's Day with a girlfriend and later come back to you in the evening does not mean that happened. I'm not saying or excusing that is a good habit, but with maturity, things can still be, because if he does that this year doesn't mean he's going to do that next year. So it's all about understanding and finding out why he did what he did, if you are really sure that is what has happened. So we need to be secure in a relationship. We need to play maturity. Thank you all the people that have joined us on this program. I will still check and mention your names later, but please do continue to share. And thank you all for joining. Also, if we don't do something, women, we can say, if he doesn't do it, I'm not going to do it. It is not only, yes, we expect women, we like to sit at the receiving end, like we want our husband to bring us flowers on certain days. We're waiting for the cards, okay? Like on Valentine's Day, some ladies doesn't think it is right or appropriate for them to buy a card as well. They're just waiting for that bottle of wine and the cards to be given. There is nothing that is stopping you from doing, such things. The birthdays of loved ones, of the families, if they are very close to you, there is nothing stopping you saying that if he doesn't buy the cards for his own family, it's not me that is going to do it. If he doesn't do it, you do it, because, we just have to, see the weaknesses of each other, see what we care about, know what your husband care about or your partner, and you will try to understand what you care about as well, and you can balance this together, because as long as it is done, gifts on Valentine's Day should be exchange of gifts, really, not just, men giving their wives gifts. If true love and genuine love do exist between two people, between a couple, then you will cast out all the fear of, if somebody has just gone out now, oh, I don't know where he's gone, maybe he's gone to see a girlfriend, or maybe he's gone somewhere. If someone tells you, I'm going this place, if true and genuine love exists between you, you should be able to wipe away and use the maturity to eradicate fear between you, so that you can only grow and be matured. Before we close, and before I go to the last phase of the section for tonight, because we were late to start, so we would like to go for a short break, another break, just 2 minutes, or 1 or 2 minutes. It won't be long at all, just for you to kind of, go to the bathroom, and then when you come back, I will be telling you about 5 signs that you are taking your man for granted, and we will walk around this, see how we can be our better selves and improve our relationship. Please don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Thank you for watching.
Greater.
I'm saying yes, we can do it. About road, we can do it. About infrastructures, we can do it. Good education, yes, we can do it.
Join the movement. Say yes to a better Nigeria.
Yes to a better Nigeria.
Join the evolution by visiting the website www.yesnigeria.net.
It's time for us to gather together.
I'm saying yes, because yes means positivity.
I say yes to a better healthcare system.
You're welcome back. Mr. Adejoko Yewole, thank you for joining me on this program. Sister Adeola Prosper, thank you for watching. God bless you for joining us today on Women of Valor on Poeple Television. Before this short break, We were going to talk about the 5 signs that you are taking your man for granted, so you can watch out on those signs. And if these are things that you often do, you can try and work around it and see how you can improve on these things. If you never say thank you to your man, and anything you think it is just numb, you know, even if, like we made example earlier, taking the place in the kitchen to watch for you, to wash for you after eating or after cooking, or even cooking your dinner, you know, cultivate the habit of appreciating people by saying thank you darling, thank you honey, thank you, you know, whatever you call each other, thank you sweetie, I really appreciate this, you know. Don't go like somebody made you for example, and you have lumps in them. Don't go, I mean, appreciate the effort first, you know, and try not to just be too, you know, complaining about things when somebody has gone out of their way to do something for you. Sometimes we think it is his responsibility as well, he can do it. Oh, you know, even if you appreciate you, that say, oh, thank you for supporting with the kids, thank you for, you know, dropping in the kids as, you know, at the lesson or this and that, you know, just let's try and appreciate each other. So also goes to men. Do appreciate your wife, do appreciate your partner. Don't take them for granted, because some men will say if you praise a woman too much, then they develop a swollen head or something. It's a wrong conception, and it is a misconception. It is good to appreciate each other, because then they are encouraged and they know that they have done something, you know, because if someone is doing something and there's no appreciation coming through, they feel like maybe it's really nothing. And if it is nothing, nobody wants to waste their time and energy doing nothing. So they would, oh, maybe that's not necessary. Because if it is really necessary and important and imparted somehow, then appreciation will be shown. So both male and female, let us appreciate each other. If you are a woman and you never ask for your man's opinion, you're the one that made the decision and you just execute it, you are taking the man for granted. It might be a gentleman, a complete gentleman that will not argue with you, or, you know, because does not want to upset you. That doesn't mean you should, you know, not count on his opinion. If you think your husband, or even if he says something, some women will demoralize or downgrade their partner or their husband. When they say something, then they just laugh, like, you, even if you don't say anything, you've said enough, because your laughter means like it's stupid or it's foolish. If it's foolish, why are you in a relationship with him? So please, let's try to value each other's opinion. Even if, you know, the decision is going to go your way and you're down with this wisdom, you still must ask, because you cannot be all wise. The relationship is not just about you, it's about two of you. And even if you have, you know, children in this, if it's a marriage and a home and you have, you know, children, you know, decision is not just all about you. How you spend money or how you know, do things is not just all about your decision and your opinion. So it's good also to ask, what would you like to eat? What should we cook? Don't just go to the kitchen and just make anything and throw it on the table, you know. Let's try and explore. Let's ask, what would you like to eat, darling? What would you, you know, love for dinner? Vice versa. Don't say she's lazy, whatever I'm going to eat. And because you're going to eat something, you just make for two and just leave it. If he likes it or if she likes it, let him or her eat. You know, ask for each other's opinion and see how you can blend things, you know, together. If you never organize romantic nights or evenings or spicing or bringing suggestions to your relationship, even as a woman, and you're always waiting for the man to always do it, and if he doesn't do it, you think, you start showing attitudes like he doesn't appreciate you anymore, he doesn't love you anymore. It doesn't have to be him alone organizing events like this. You need to, you know, you need to bring up ideas, you need to bring suggestions. You need to arrange and organize something and invite him. Tell him, ahead. I know it might cost money, even if you use his money to do it, but at least a man will love to know that you have, ideas as well, and it's just everything is not just down to him or being referred to as breadwinner of the family. Also, if you have never asked of your husband or your partner how their day's been, you both come back from work and you're sitting in the living room and everybody's just watching television, and these days it's either the husband is on the iPad and the wife is on the iPhone and everybody just doing their own thing. Put phone aside. There are some families, a friend of mine was telling me that in my house, when it is 9 o'clock, because you have to go to sleep by 10, you can do what you like with your evenings, your phone, your messages, but from 9 o'clock, everybody's phone is off. And I said, that is not a bad idea, actually. If your work or your job is not that which, warrants you that you have to be on your phone all the time, like you're on call or something, don't concentrate too much. Some couples will be together and, if your wife is not boring to you, why are you spending the time you are together? It's not like you cannot take call, but some people you're there and then will be on the phone, for almost an hour when you're with your wife. I mean, that is just not recognizing the presence of that person. You can cut your, discussion short. Yes, you can take your course. You can do, whatever you want to do. It's not like anyone is being imprisoned not to be free to do what they do, but it's just about catching up on the day. How was your day at work, darling? How, some people don't like their wife, or some wife don't like their husband to share with them what happened. They say, please leave your work at your work. Don't bring your work at home. Because if your wife has had a very bad day at work and she's coming home to be able to share with you and you shun and blocked her out, of course she's going to be upset. And so also, sometimes some men will say, darling, it was hectic at work today. Oh, what happened? Tell me. And listen, try to listen. It's not, it's always good to have a listening ear. Most especially if you don't listen to your wife or you don't listen to your husband, then outside that will listen to them, and that is where, the unfaithfulness and, things start to come up. If you are unfaithful in your relationship, you are taking your man or your wife for granted. If you are a woman and you know your husband will go for night, or he just works, and you just because of that, you know him fully that when he gets the money, he's bringing the money home to look after you and the responsibility in the house, and because he hasn't got the time for you to answer you anytime maybe you call, and you want to just step outside and have fun. You can have fun with your friends. I'm not saying don't have fun, but don't go committing adultery. Don't go being unfaithful. And vice versa with the men. Some men, because their wife is very busy, hardworking, they have time in their hand, they spend the time to just, visit concubines and girlfriends and spend the time there, and because she is going to be tired anyway, it is not good, and that is being taken advantage and taking someone for granted. Don't forget what we said earlier. If there is genuine love that exists between you and your partner or your wife or your husband, things will fall in place naturally, and you will both feel secured in that relationship, because this act of insecurity that is the beginning of havoc, which can later lead to separation or even divorce if you are married. This is where I'm going to end today's program, and I do appreciate you all for joining me. I have Mr. Tim Connection as well. Thank you, Mr. Tim. Thank you for joining me on this program. Until next week, that will be on this program again by 6 o'clock. Stay blessed and have a wonderful week. My name is Yetunde Oluyinka Okishola. Thank you very much for watching People TV.
Because nobody's life should have to be cut short for things that can easily be fixed.
Join the movement. Say yes to a better Nigeria.
Yes to a better creative industry because it will boost our economy and make our country greater.
I'm saying yes, we can do it. About road, we can do it. About infrastructures, we can do it. Good education, yes, we can do it.
Join the movement. Say yes to a better Nigeria.
Yes.